So, the businessman, Keshan Davis, former WBO lightweight champion, he responds to Top Rank and Bob Arum saying that he went silent. And Keshan Davis says he's simply waiting for his next turn. But before we get to that, let's have a word from our sponsors at Block TV. Tired of paying crazy cable bills? Ditch cable and switch to Block TV, the ultimate pay-as-you-go alternative. Stream live sports, boxing, MMA, pay-per-view, fights, premium channels like HBO, Stars, and Showtime, plus your favorite shows and movies all in one app. No more paying for multiple streaming services. Block TV is only $35 a month, plus tax, with no contracts. Cancel anytime. Use code Blue Blood Sports TV. Viewers get 30% off their first month. Just use Blue Bloods when you log into the website and promo code. Get started today at getblocktv.com. That's getblocktv.com. Get started today. Don't miss out. Use code Blue Bloods ASAP. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, the businessman, 15 wins, no loss, no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout. On the verge of being a superstar. He's a star, but he's on the verge of being a superstar. Or he was on the verge of being a superstar. Keshan Davis. His promoter, longtime promoter, legendary Hall of Fame, iconic promoter, CEO and founder of Top Rank, Bob Arum, he recently came out. Now, Bob Arum is more of a figurehead at Top Rank. Todd DeBuff runs the business at Top Rank. Bob Arum discussed the purse bid that took place, the debacle with the purse bid with Devin Haney and Keshan Davis. And Bob Arum simply said, I've seen nothing like this in my life. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I've been involved in the sport of boxing for over 40 years, and I've never seen anything like this. And Bob Arum says, Keyshawn asked for this. He pushed them to make this fight. Not just asked for this, but he pushed to have this fight come to fruition. And Bob Arum is saying they obliged him. Then he pushed for it to go to purse bid when they were negotiating with Devin Haney, the World Boxing Organization, better known as WBO, who they have a great relationship with. Some people even call it the World Bob Arum Organization. That's how good of a relationship he has with them. To negotiate so they don't go to a purse bid. They offered him twice as much as he's ever made in his career, Top Rank, which is $3 million. More than twice, because Bob says he made a little over $1 million, and it ended up being 1.5 with incentives. So he's getting ready to get $3 million, right? He don't want it. He's pushing that off the table. Okay, so they go to a purse bid. Allegedly, you see there was no other promoters that bid on this fight outside of Teofimo Lopez trolling. But he still bid $2.3 million. But he knew that wasn't going to get it done, right? So outside of Teofimo Lopez trolling, no other promoter bid on this fight. That's not a coincidence. That's by design. And Top Rank bid $2.1 million for Keyshawn. Why? Because they put up $8.5 million, which Devin is the A side, and according to the rules, per rules, he gets 75%. So 75-25. 25% of 88.5 is 2.1 for Keyshawn. They did that because they weren't happy that he dragged them into this situation, and he's doing these, and he got these antics, right? Keep in mind, this dude done cost them money with the Edwin De Los Santos fight after they invested in Keshan Davis. They got behind Keshan Davis. They took him home to Norfolk, Virginia. They got him the opportunity to fight for the WBO belt with Dennis Baranchik, right? They took him home to Norfolk, Virginia. They celebrated him. They were promoting him. And then guess what he did in return? How did he thank them? He missed weight by 3.5, almost 4 pounds. He was eating popcorn and ice cream at the event. He was the main event. He pushed for his brothers to be on the card, Kelvin and Keshan Davis. They allowed that. He pushed for his sisters to sing the national anthem. They allowed that. They got behind him to fight Edwin Dos Santos. Then he blew it by missing weight, made a mockery of it by eating ice cream and popcorn on camera, and they had to pay Edwin Dos Santos still. Why would they be happy with that? Then his brother Kelvin loses to Nair Albright, who he had a no contest with because he had recreational drugs use in his system. His brother loses. They get into an altercation with Nair Albright, and allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly again, they had to satisfy Nair Albright because of that. What makes you think that these people want to keep investing in you when they can't trust you? So now you ask for this, right? Then you tell the world you fought Nair Albright and you didn't want to, but they pushed you to fight him. Now, get this. Now you push them to negotiate this deal with Devin Haney. They do, and then you step away and ignore them. Then they put incentives in the 2.1 to say, okay, we're going to still try to make sure he gets the 3 million. They put incentives so he can still make up the 900,000, and he steps away from that. So now they're gonna put him on the shelf to May of 2027. They ain't gotta showcase him till May of 2027 per contract. And now this dude is talking about he's waiting for his next term. You know, I'm not a religious person, but there's this saying that my mother used to always recite to me when I was a kid. There was a man in the middle of the ocean, and he was a strong believer in God. And in the middle of the ocean, the man says, God is going to save me. And they say a man on a surfboard comes up, and he says, give me your hand. I'm going to bring you aboard. And the man says, no, you could go. God is going to save me. And then they send a boat to get the man. So give me a hand, get on board. And the man refuses the boat. No, God is going to save me. So the boat leaves. And then the helicopter comes. And the helicopter drops the ladder and says, grab a hold of the ladder, we're going to pull you up. And the man says, no, I'm okay, go ahead, God is going to save me. The man drowns. He gets to heaven, and he asks God, I thought you was going to save me. And God said, I did. I sent you a surfboard. I sent you a boat. I sent you a helicopter. You refused all of them. You refused all of them. So while he's talking about he's waiting his turn, your turn has come and is passing you by. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.